So Phish finally we got the return of the whiteboard here, in case you didn't see it already in the thumbnail. Phish making their first ever trip down to Jacksonville, Florida. As we find out later, may or may not have known the home of Leonard Skinner. Had a little disappointment with the chompers here on the stream. We'll just start here at the beginning, though. And as you can see, this is already take two. We got lots of red here. I was not going this crazy. I mean, I was going crazy while it was going on, but I wasn't going quite this crazy, you know. Evidence of a first take here. You know, after a bunch of their, basically almost, I believe, maybe even every new song in Charleston, only Petrichor the only repeat tonight. Perhaps every city, this little run of shows we got here. That's the one they're going to want to move on the new album. But here, it took me a little bit to get going here in Kill Devil and Mama. You know, making the drive all the way from Charleston back here to Ohio today. But then once they hit back on the train, you know, that gets me fired up, of course. And then Undermind always coming strong in the first set, as it has been here now for a couple years. You know, once again, does not disappoint. Even got the immediate black asterisks here for the first set F Zappa 20 jam of the night. You know, even get the token Trey laugh there, you know, letting us all know, hey, man, I'm having a good time up here. Ha, 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 ha. You know, maybe it's a legit laugh with Fishman extending the Undermind there with the beat. Who knows? Then we get Nellie Kane. I'm a sucker for Stash. We'll take this in the first set. Then we get the Petrichor repeat. You know, I may have to go back and re-listen to this. Probably not so much with this. Then we get the Mike's Groove, a little bit rushed here in the first set. You know, they're running out of time after this fucking thing, man. So then, you know, I don't know how people are feeling about this yet either. You know, I guess I did like it live better than I did on the album there Friday night. But so then you get the Bouncin as the meat there on the Mike's Groove. Now we're on to the second set here. You got the Cross-eyed Steam Piper. Some cross-side teases in there. It's like, remember Dick? Oh, I remember Dick's. Remember the gangbang at Dick's? There wasn't. Oh, look at that. He botched it. Botched it. Remember Dick's? Oh, yeah, there it is. The cross-eyed Steam Piper, but the gangbang, and that's where the fun ends tonight, at least for Trey, anyhow. He does not get to partake in a gangbang. Paige was like, come on, man, not again. So then we get Wingsuit here, you know, perhaps a little question mark here. You know, not everybody's a Wingsuit guy. I'm a Wingsuit guy, but this was odd placement here, you know. So if I could make some second set adjustments here, play a little Monday morning quarterback, I'm going to take Wingsuit and put it where Antelope is, and then Antelope right here where Wingsuit is. You know, you get an Antelope coming out of this fucking jam, we're like, bam, we're there. You know, in case the chompers were getting antsy, perhaps that's what Trey was sensing. You get Sparkle here. That's just like a line of coke for chompers in the middle of the second set. If you're losing them, they're back there. You know, they're back to 100 right here after Sparkle. Then the Wedge, Velvet Sea, the Antelope, again, much like the first set here, you just kind of rush Antelope. You're running out of time. Can't do too much with Antelope. So right here was the cutoff here at Wingsuit. You know, this is where the adjustments were made. We went from this right here, which is F Zappa 20 approved, to all this here, which is totally Chomper approved. And then Curtis Loew. Trey pausing for a moment as he's talking about Leonard Skinner. He's stalling, you know, and I was listening closely on the stream. You could hear some people on the stream tonight. You know, I heard one lady screaming about Mike's hair. She was not shirt-shaming Mike, though. I liked Mike's shirt. I know Trey took a beating on Fallon, but Mike had a shirt tonight. You know, hey, look, not a whole lot different than what Trey was rocking on Fallon. Maybe not as loud. Enough about Mike's shirt. That lady loved him. But what I was listening for, I wanted at least one chomper to give me a nice, good free bird. I think even Trey was stalling, hoping for it, too. But it didn't happen, man. They didn't want it. I was let down by the chompers tonight. So we get Curtis Loew instead. Look, Paige, if you're a Paige lover, you got to be loving that. And then they were singing along to Curtis Loew. The showman and Trey was like, if they're going to sing along to Curtis Loew, they're going to sing along with Character Zero. We'll put F Zappa 20 right to sleep. But I'm still here for the recap, even with the sing-along and that. So as you can see here, you may not even be able to see now. Cross-eyed, Steam, Piper. Piper probably wins that jam out of that three. Cross-eyed, nice. You know, I guess once Trey's played cross-eyed, I guess it just sticks in his head because we got the teases. So Piper wins the second set. Undermind wins the first set. Piper probably wins the night. Covering the spread even. Trying to get back on the heavy hitters list. You know, after missing the playoffs for a couple years, Piper back in action tonight. Oh, yeah, I remember Piper. I remember 2.0 Piper. Or was it Phase 1? What is it? Is it Phase 1? Oh, look at that. The head's cut off. You get no F Zappa 20 FaceTime there. All right, guys. I guess that's enough. You know, I might have to go back and listen to this for sure. I was still seeing lines that were not there after just hitting the road for about 10 hours. Stopped and got gas, took a piss in Knoxville. That was cool. All right, guys. So hopefully the chompers. If you saw the chompers coking out on Sparkle, man, at least I hope you handed them your vape pen. Calm them back down. It was useless though. Wedge, Velvet Sea, Antelope. Bro's getting laid. Velvet Sea. Boom, I'm out of here.